Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry for the hiccup there on YouTube. I don't know why, but YouTube just killed the stream after 8 seconds. So who knows? What is up, Abby? What is up, Kuro? Before anything else, am I Team Nana or Team Denim? Please tell me he brought it up again today, because that would mean he's been on this for like 5 days straight, which is crazy. Great. I'm just going to start coughing right at the start of the stream. Excellent. I'm a professional. I made fake coffee here. Your internet died again? Oh, that sucks. Team what or team what? Kuro, now I have to explain the logistics to people who don't know. They don't know the guy. No, it's for sure Denim. It's so weird. Yeah, no, it's the same guy, Abby. He's being a cult leader. It's really strange. Cuz he even on his captioned video wrote in the captions, "It comes in denim." Like I don't know why after how many years ago was that? 9 years that he's trying to like rewrite history on what he said. Like it's just nonsense. Don't think about it. Yeah, fair point. We shouldn't think about it. It's a waste of brain power. I love how he can take an exciting game like Resident Evil 9 and make me not want to play it. If he acts like a cult leader, maybe we should make a video about it. Mods, transmute, darn sigs. Why am I doing a DSP voice for this? Whatever. Yeah, I should have made a video on it because it was really funny. I showed the wife the welcome home clip, and she was like, "Oh wow, he's just full on cult leader." I was like, "Wow, I can't believe you said it," because I never talked to her about the cult video. So it was just crazy to me that I show her one clip, because we were talking about how weird some streamers get with how they greet their audiences, and she always thought she was saying "welcome in" sounds kind of weird, and I was like, "Well, what about welcome home?" And she's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a cult leader." Yeah, when was he not a cult leader is a good point, too. It's just like, is it cognitive dissonance where, like, they tell you to, like, don't believe what your eyes and ears are showing you? I don't know. Anyway, sorry to hear your internet went out, Shaq, right before, or right at the end of a comp game. That sucks. Sorry I've been scarce lately, guys. Tech issues, as well, I'll just leave it at. Just computer issues, 3D printer issues. Really was taking it out of me there, but I've got my gaming computer almost back up and ready to go. What's up, Luminous Dave? How are you doing? My printer's just been churning out models like crazy. I've got some really cool ones I can't wait to show you guys. Gosh, it actually has been a couple weeks since I've seen you guys. But yeah, I'll have two Narissa models. I'll have an ERB model and a Mori model here. Like, probably by Tuesday, we'll be working on those. Because I have to ship 3 of those by the end of the week. Yeah, so things have been going well. I've been busy, even though I haven't been on stream, so I'm sorry about that. I can see you guys. I can see your names in chat. That's as far as I meant when I said it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I also have some good news on the health front, finally. Turns out 3 years ago, my first doctor misdiagnosed me. So this whole time I could have been eating eggs and dairy. And I've been avoiding them needlessly. So I can eat more foods again. So exciting start to 2026 for me. I just wasn't looking forward to paying for another procedure, but it is good news. Cyberwolf for the 20-month resub. Thank you so much, dude. Welcome back. Welcome home. I'm just gonna do that joke every time now. Sorry. So I love my wife, and for Valentine's Day we got each other presents, And because she knows what I like, she got me another Chainsaw Man figure. And I'm laughing because she got me a Chainsaw Man figure for Christmas and birthday. But what I thought was cool was this is a little bit more disassembled than the other one. So it's almost like a garage kit. So I wanted to take a little moment to put it together first. This probably won't take me long. And then we'll get right into painting Gigi. I have Gigi's replacement parts printed. I just haven't primed them yet, so I can't paint them. But I am ready to have Gigi hopefully done by the end of the month at the latest. So that way I can start painting guts next for the giveaway. No, wait, I have a... sorry, I forgot about commission. I have Shaq's Rias Gremory that we have to paint, and then we'll do guts. I used to be angry. Remember how angry I was? Okay, never mind. I thought this would be a little bit more involved, but I guess it's just connecting the bottom to the top. There we go. Actually, how does he... Oh, I see. He's got a spot on his butt, and that's going to connect to the base. So he's going to look like he's mid-jump. Okay. You just chill there for a second. Hey, have a good dinner with your family, Dave. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. We'll see you next time. I also loaded up the top 164 tracks. So this should be good tunes for tonight. It's a 4-hour playlist, so we might get halfway through before we're done. Sorry. Where's my... say where's my knife, but I probably don't need it. It's just tearing plastic. No internet until tomorrow? Dang, that sucks. I'm sure we'll get Diddy Kong Racing. I skimmed the playlist. It's got some bangers on there. Some obscure bangers. It would be really cool if they made a Diddy Kong Racing for the Switch, but that's probably not going to happen. Especially after, what, didn't Rare announce like their own handheld thing? Like a Game Boy that plays like Donkey Kong and stuff? Okay. No, after Diddy got arrested, the jokes write themselves. This should just... hopefully just slide in to his face. Did my mic fall off? Hopefully not. It's right here. Okay. There we go. I was, sorry, I guess I leaned too far forward because I was trying to make sure I was sliding his chainsaw into the right spot. Okay, and these are keyed in a way so I can't screw it up. We also get the new book of Chainsaw Man this week in 2 days. Already pre-ordered it, so. Of course, I just fumble him out of my hand. All right. I have to repair my own model. My own present. All right. How does this... There we go. There we go. All right. That's the finished product. See, look. It didn't take that long. It was only like 4 parts. That is really cool, in my opinion. Not as intricate as the other one I got for Christmas, but still very nice. Now, the other problem I've been coming across lately is I'm out of shelf space. I have no clue where I'm going to put Denji. Speaking of anime and favorite animes, we're getting another Evangelion. Can you believe it? Just get a bigger shelf. So I suggested that, and my wife goes, oh, how about we wait until we get a house before we buy a bigger shelf? I go, yeah, that makes sense. So I might get another hand-me-down shelf at like, what do you call the place? Goodwill or something. Just get a small shelf, a cheap one. So that way when it's time to move, I don't bring it with me. I just throw it out or redonate it. Just something to catch me in the interim. Is this Goemon music? You are right. This is Goemon's Great Adventure. Good call. Man, I can't believe I traded my copy of Goemon for Tony Hawk when I was a stupid kid. Didn't appreciate what he had. Sorry, I'm looking around the apartment to see if I got a spot I can put this guy in. I'm buried in plastic. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put him in front of the... gaming computer so he's not in the way. Okay. Was I a skater boy? Yes. For a brief period of time there. Which is funny to me because I don't have a skateboard anymore, but Jill has one of those long boards. She hasn't used it, and I keep seeing it in the garage. I'm like, I should see if I have any moves. I probably don't. It's been 20 years. I'll probably hurt myself, but... Alright. So, we are going to get started. We're almost done with the base. But you guys can probably definitely see on the camera there. We need to put a couple more layers of yellow to finish the yellow parts. The orange is coming in very nice. I think we just need to do a little orange on the side. Clear up. You can see where the brush marks are. So maybe one more layer of orange. But definitely a couple more of yellow, especially where the stars are. And I got a little sloppy, so we'll clean up those spots. And then we'll get on with the arms. I had to pull up multiple references because she's got a really unique color scheme. So her bracelets are like gunmetal, like a dark metallic. This triangle is black. This ribbon right here is red. And then this is silver. And then the zipper looking part is all silver. And then I think it's... I'll have to triple check. I think it's yellow here, and then orange here. And then the fans are black and silver, so... a lot of colors on one arm. And then her gauntlets are going to be a little interesting, too. So there's orange panels on the lower parts, and then this gem is orange, and then the spikes, an upper layer of metal, are like brass, and then the rest is like silver. So we're gonna have multiple metallic colors going on for both of these gauntlets, but should look cool when we're done. But we'll start with the fundamentals. We'll start with the base. We'll do the easy colors first and then work our way up. And then her face, we need to put another layer of skin on because the pink undercoat is showing through. So that's what we'll do. So we'll just chat and paint. That is the plan tonight. So I would like to get back to gaming, but I have buried myself in so many projects that I don't know when I'll get to it. In the free time I do game, I've been playing Dota 2, and I don't know how exciting of a game that would be to stream. But it's fun now that I've gotten like kind of up to speed on Dota 2 again. I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I had a 6-game win streak last night. Actually, not last night, yesterday. I was playing during the day. Dota's fun to watch. Oh, did you watch the Dream League today? That was a fun tournament. Oh, you're busy, dang. No, I really like the production value on that tournament. I thought it was really cool. The casters were like doing skits and stuff. They had a band playing during like intermissions between the games. It was all really, really well done. I hadn't watched esports in a long time, so it was nice seeing where esports are at. And this isn't even the international, the big Dota tournament. This is a smaller event. So I can't wait to see what the international looks like this year. This brush kind of sucks. I did see the Tech Marine update. I haven't played them though. I haven't played any Space Marine 2. Did I enjoy Deadlock? I haven't played Deadlock. I bought it or got invited to it or whatever. I just haven't tried it. This is Mario Golf. A very frustrating Mario game. You know, I don't mind, Cyber made the joke earlier. I don't mind if Evangelion becomes part of the Nier Automata universe. If we get to see like Asuka in like 2B's outfit or something. Speaking of golf, you're pronouncing it wrong. It's golf. I gotta gift you Super Battle Golf? What is that? Is it like golf with friends, but like power-ups and stuff? It's the latest friend slop game. It's golf to the death. Okay. Has that become a tag yet on Steam? friend slap. I could see them doing that. Alright, I'm gonna try a different brush. I don't know why my angled brush is sucking. Oh, that's a large dry brush. It's a little small. Maybe this one will work. Battle Golfer Yui? I've never heard of that. Is that an anime or something? It sounds like an anime name. It's a game for the Master System. You play as a anime girl who needs to play golf to save the world. That does sound... Doesn't sound like something I would watch. They just greenlight anything these days, huh? I was joking about it with the wife about how they've changed, how anime titles are now just describing what happens in the show. Or it's that time I got reincarnated as a slime in a dungeon or something like that. So we don't get simple titles like Dan to Dan. Which is I'm pretty sure it's the Japanese onomatopoeia for heartbeat. Isn't it Doki Doki? Oh, what am I thinking of for Dan to Dan then? Hopefully it's one of those situations where there's multiple correct answers. I'm like 20 years away since studying Japanese in high school, so I don't remember much of it. Yeah, we had a lot of languages in my high school. Spanish, French, German, Japanese, and Latin. All the people who took Latin were weird. But to be fair, all the people who took Japanese were weird too. We had German and Spanish. You know, Sometimes I wish I took Spanish. Just how often I've come across needing to use it in everyday life. Oops. I'm not even going to try to pronounce what you said there. Abby, I know you've been studying French. You're our French expert. Oui, baguette. Omelette du fromage. Yes, I remember that episode of Dexter's Lab. That was a classic. Okay. We'll let that layer dry and we'll move on. It's fake coffee. It's actually dried mushrooms. Dried and powdered mushroom blend that with a little bit of cocoa. So, not quite hot chocolate, not quite coffee. I'm doing shrooms. He's doing strings. It's a different taste. It's got an earthy taste, which, I mean, coffee's kind of earthy in a way too. So the fake stuff gets you there. There's always room for shrooms. What's up, Daylily? How are you doing? Not for me, mushrooms taste bad. It doesn't taste like you're drinking mushrooms. It's got an earthy, chocolatey kind of taste to it. What I enjoy about it is it's not so light like tea. I like tea occasionally, but not like as an everyday drink. I need something... Oh, we got GoldenEye, hell yeah. Something a little bit heavier like coffee. So it's got kind of that, you know, earthy rootiness to it, and then it handles cream really well. I'm doing good. Trying to get caught up on this paint job here. You know, I do enjoy matcha tea. But that is kind of expensive. That GoldenEye music is a classic. I love all the, you know, skits and shorts that people do. It's like, come on, this is just a movie tie-in game to the N64. Don't need to do anything crazy. And then the guy goes, yeah, how about this for a background track? And then they press the button and you start hearing this play. Or the pause music, which was pretty legendary. It's great how good of a tie-in game this was. And then the other Bond games are just not as good. Perfect Dark was pretty good, though. I think they did a good job. Making that game. I'm surprised Perfect Dark hasn't gotten a movie adaptation, but it feels like at this rate they're adapting everything, so who knows, maybe we'll get a Perfect Dark movie. That'd be a good troll for the internet. Just to be like, wow, GoldenEye was so good, they should make a movie based off of that. Just act like you've never heard of the James Bond films or anything. Kind of how Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is a movie based on a video game that's based on the comics. Yeah. Is this Smash Brothers? I haven't heard the N64 Smash in so long. Oh, it is the Metal Mario fight. You're right. Man, you know what other game had killer music? I kind of gave away the name there. Killer Instinct had amazing music. Yeah. KI. Everyone says KI. Almost a shame that franchise didn't take off like Street Fighter. TJ's theme was the best, even on the redo or the sequel or whatever you want to call it. Guess you can't get away with talking about N64 music without hearing Legend of Zelda. I don't know any of these references. You don't know Killer Instinct? That's alright. Oh, I forgot. I don't have my model on the screen. Oh my god, I'm such an amateur. Hang on, I'll fix that. I look up at my preview and I'm like, oh, it's blank in the corner there. Hang on a second. Oop, wrong button. There we go. All right, back to what we're doing. I didn't get into gaming until like 5 years ago. Oh, well, yeah, we're talking about a console that came out, gosh, 30 years ago? Is that how old the N64 is? FromSoft fanboys having a rough couple days? Why? What happened to FromSoft? Hey, what's up, Squid? How are you doing? I I know N64, but not all the games, just Mario and Zelda. Oh, so you haven't heard of the epic masterpiece that is Quest 64. Nope. Sorry, it's regarded as one of the worst games on the N64. I watched I watched a very interesting documentary on it recently. Sadly, it was a game that was supposed to be the N64's version of Final Fantasy VII, and they had to cut so much out that it's barely a game. It almost looks like a tech demo. Oh, and was it? I think they had a deadline too, because they were supposed to come out with the game before Ocarina of Time released. Because Nintendo didn't want Quest to compete with Legend of Zelda. So they were like, yeah, you got to release this before this month of this year. And so that's why a lot of stuff got cut from it. Otherwise, it was conceptually pretty cool, but a lot of games are supposed to be on the N64 that ended up on PS1. Final Fantasy VII was one of those. Yeah, I always thought it was weird as a kid that Final Fantasy was on the Super Nintendo, and you would think it would be a Nintendo title. And then all of a sudden, after 6, it was like, whoop. Oh, we're on the PlayStation now. And it stayed on the PlayStation. They never made... Okay, not never, because you had... What was the GameCube game that you could only play with Game Boy Advances as your controllers with the ridiculous adapter to go from the Game Boy Advance to the GameCube? It was the only way you could play this game multiplayer. It was a Final Fantasy title, and you played as everyone on the screen at the same time like it was Gauntlet Legends or something. Crystal Chronicles? That sounds right. If you put Final Fantasy Crystal Bleh, you could probably name a game that's been made or is in development. Four Swords Adventure did that too? Oh, I didn't know that. Basically, Sony closing Blue Point have led to the leak that FromSoft blocking... FromSoft is blocking a Bloodborne remake upgrade port. Oh, that sucks to hear. All this time I've been blaming Sony. N64 had great tech, but Nintendo went with cartridges to combat piracy. Hey, what's up, Joe? How's it going? I heard cartridges loaded way faster than discs. I say heard. I mean, that's still true to this day. I mean, I played Bloodborne on my PS4, and that had ridiculous load times. Imagine working hard on a game that was cut and then everyone's like, this sucks. Yeah. Not only is this sucks, but this is the worst game ever released on this console. Red. There's my red. Super Mario 64. Space Station Silicon Valley is a cool game. It's a Rockstar game. I've never heard of that. pulled up multiple reference pictures of Gigi, so I know where all the colors are supposed to go. We're not gonna screw up color placement, at least. Hang on, I need this one in my face. Hopefully this doesn't mean I need new glasses. I'm just doing very precise work. Hey, have a great night, Day Lily. Thanks for stopping by. Getting her little ribbon. Excuse me. So what's new with you guys? It's been a couple weeks. I caught everyone up on my pre-stream. But hopefully you guys got some cool stuff going on. Still Groundhog Day every day for me, other than looking for good prices on plane tickets. Oh. Yeah, hopefully you can get your cards back. College is going okay. Just going to sign up for some tutoring for math and accounting. Why'd you say accounting? Now I'm thinking about taxes that I don't want to do. A family member passed. I'm trying to help with everything. I'm really sorry to hear that, Cyber. Yeah, I meant to stream yesterday, but well, my grandmother is old, and I didn't realize this till last night, but her last two friends passed away, and I feel really, really sad for her. But I had other family in town, and she's like, "Oh, why don't we all go out to dinner?" I said, "Yeah, great." And then I ended up staying and playing games and stuff. So I was like, you know what? This is better than streaming. But I volunteered to be her buddy to go see sports ball games. So hopefully she takes me up on that. I'm going to remind her that I was serious when I offered. Okay, did we have more red? No, we had more yellow we need to paint. It's the gamer's worst nightmare, yellow paint. And the painter's worst nightmare in a way, too. Just because of how thin the pigment is. Yeah, this sounds like Final Fantasy music. Hopefully your tutoring goes okay, Shaq. It's good to recognize when you need help and to also reach out for help. Getting a lot of gaming done? Nice. What have you played lately? Got spring break after this week, so it'll be good to lock in after the week off. Hell yeah. Doing anything for spring break or chilling? Tried out Fire Red and Pokemon is finally clicking for me. Did you buy that new release or whatever that everyone's upset about, the $20 remake or something? Nice. How is it? Because the only criticism I've seen is oh my god, I can't name my rival naughty things anymore. Which, I mean, it's a single player game, it shouldn't matter. I forgot we had a Kirby game on the N64. I wish I had emulator basics like save states and rewind. Nah, you don't need that stuff. You're a pro gamer. I like how fun the Kirby music is, though. It's a cockfighting game. Most people have compared it to dogfighting, but yeah. You're Spanish. Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny. I play Fire Emblem 6 a lot off of emulation. Never used the emulation benefits to beat that thing over 40 times with the real ending despite not knowing any kanji. Oh, so you're... Oh, of course, because it never was released in America and you wouldn't play it on emulation, so you can only play it in Japanese. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna work on her vents. Have you been playing Resident Evil 9 at all, Cyber? There are fan translations, but if I'm going to take on the game on real hardware with a real cart, I always know what to do. Gotcha. I have, it's so good. Nice. Here's the Pretty sure this is Diddy Kong Racing. I can't play it in dock mode. The scare got me so bad I dropped it. Thank God I was in my bed. I've been seeing all the memes about Leon. Which I thought was pretty funny. Resident Evil 8, the boys had Lady Dimitrescu, and now Resident Evil 9, the ladies have Leon in his arms. Oh, this is Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I hope I don't get struck for this. This song's so awesome. The memes about Leon? Thirst poster memes is what I'm qualifying them. It's refreshing to play a Resident Evil game that's new, that there's no guides. You can just stream it and have your chat tell you how to play. Oh, you were streaming it. Okay, never mind. Well, then you needed to put your controller down and say, I'm not going anywhere until chat tells me what to do. Yeah, you needed to be more interactive. That was your problem. Yeah. Right into Banjo-Kazooie. I always wondered why Donkey Kong 64 got crapped on for being such a collectathon, and then we had games like Banjo-Kazooie. Are they going to add Conker's Bad Fur Day to the NSO? I don't think so. I don't think we're getting any rare games on the NSO. Where do I stand on Banana Gate? Kuro asked me the same thing. Okay, but he didn't answer me my question today, Joe. Did Phil bring it up again today? Because I need to know if he's keeping up a streak of mentioning it. Because if he mentions it today, that means it's 5 days straight of talking about it. Not sure? Okay. He absolutely said comes in denim. Yeah, he doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. Look, he even captioned his version of the video with comes in denim in the DK font. He knew what he said. And if you watch the Meerkat timeline video, There's other clips of him singing the stupid song and saying comes in denim. This whole I didn't say comes in denim thing is just like some sort of recent brainchild of his for some reason. Just has to flex how strong of a cult leader he is, I guess, and has to brainwash his audience. I don't know. It just seems really weird to be the one to bring it up, accuse others of being weird for talking about it after he brought it up himself. Yeah, I don't got the, I don't understand the process. I bought a Stream Deck. Hell yeah. Hopefully you enjoy that. At the end of his streaming career, he'll remind people to drink their seltzer water. What do you mean by that? His mental health is clearly declining. Yeah, he was saying today... Oh, Kool-Aid. Yeah. Cult leader stuff. Dude, it was weird today how he's talking about, like, I don't like Nintendo making a new Pokemon game and then, like, talking to us like we're children in the trailer. And it's like, Phil, Pokemon is for children. I mean, if you had any nieces or nephews or young cousins or something, I don't know. He'll buy it day one. He already said he isn't buying it. It's made by the same developers that made Dragon Quest Builders, which I don't think he enjoyed. I'll be honest, I thought Dragon Quest Builders was going to be a little bit more open-ended. It really is just the continual task, the continual quest log of the game. I mean, it was fun, but not as... I thought I was getting sold on like Minecraft with like a Dragon Quest skin on it, and I thought that was cool as an idea. But like, you don't stay anywhere where you build any of the things. You just build the things to finish the quest, save the town, and move on to the next world, the next island. I was like, oh, so I don't get to sit and build up a base and enjoy it and continually improve on it. Excuse me, with getting more better blocks and more materials and things like that. Nope. So I lost interest kind of quick. So I imagine this would be the same thing, but instead of a Dragon Quest skin, it'll be a Pokemon skin. Which actually now makes me think, isn't that just Pal World? Minecraft with a Pokemon skin? Surprises me he isn't buying Firewed. $20 to name a Pokemon is the only thing generating profit for him. Yeah, it's crazy he dropped Pokemon ZA. Okay, I'm so afraid this one's going to get me struck. Hang on a second. Let me check my YouTube. Is it hitting me with that alert thing? Stream health. Okay, no, never mind. It's not warning me. Unless they change the studio and they're not going to tell me. They're just going to take the stream down. Yeah, so what was it with Pokemon ZA? He quit it because it became too grindy, and it was like, dude, it doesn't matter how grindy it is. Like, every day you start the stream and get $80 because we gotta have Glacy and Randy and all the other, like, Pokemon to stay in your party the whole time. Like, he really had his audience wrapped around that mechanic. That gimmick. Okie dokie. Spotlights are looking pretty good. I don't know if you can tell in the... There you go. They look a little streaky, so we'll put another layer on them. If I can get the paint open. There we go. Why did I use a skinny brush? I can use a slightly bigger brush. What's up, dude? How are you doing? Are there any hard puzzles, or did he really just get handheld through the game today? Oh. You're just talking mad trash. I wasn't sure if you had watched him today, because he was streaming that today. I'll watch him willingly for my health. This is definitely Pokemon. Must be on Pokemon Stadium. Is this the Elite Four or the rival fight? Regular gym battle? Okay. I do like how frantic it sounds. Did I say that already, or was I thinking it? Oh, who cares? If I already said it, I repeated myself. The Elite Four used to use the gym theme. Oh, I was thinking Gen 1. Didn't they have different themes? for the rival in the Elite Four. Lance reused the gym battle theme? No, I'd probably be wrong arguing with you, but I thought Lance had his own theme. Elite Four didn't have its own theme till Gen 3. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Game Boy Advance had more space and better tech, right? That makes sense. And you had backlit screens. No, wait, that wasn't on the regular Advance. It was the SP that had the backlit screens. I've probably got an Advance somewhere in my apartment. And I bet if you pop some fresh double A's into it, it would work just fine. They don't really make tech like that anymore. Or the last decades. Dude, what are you playing these days? I don't think you're still playing Fire Emblem Heroes. What is the apple juice colored liquid? Oh, that's where I dip my brushes into. So it's starting to become an amalgamation of all the colors that I've used. So it's brownish in color because we've used a lot of orange and yellow. And some red and some black. Okay. Sorry. Does it taste like all the colors? Probably doesn't taste very good. It might not taste like much. I mean, hang on. I'm going to assume my paints are non-toxic. Water-based acrylic. It doesn't say anything else. Shake well. May produce an allergic reaction. It does not say non-toxic. And water-based does not mean it is non-toxic. Some acrylic paints have heavy metals in them that add colors, so... Hey, it's one of my favorite genres of music, heavy metal. Just like my paint. I bet cobalt tastes great. Oh, like in the blues and stuff? Yeah, that would be bad. Is this dry? I'm gonna paint the other side of this. I mean, we're gonna paint all this yellow at least. Did we hit Mystical Ninja Goemon again? Man, I have to check. Yeah, we did. That game should come out on the NSO. I think I already did up and down. I think I need to do side to side. Try to cover the brush strokes. Yeah, I might go by Hobby Lobby after work to see if they have the hyper color for yellow. See if that paints any better. Squeeze more yellow out. Try not to touch it on the sides. Alright, we're about halfway done on the yellow. Hang on. I'm using a lot of it, though. I'm spreading it in kind of thick because it's a thin pigment. It kind of runs away pretty easily. Just gonna get this bottom side in there. Classic Mario. Alright, we're just gonna let that dry again. Okay. I guess I can start under gauntlets, but I need to pull up my reference for it. Hang on a second. I don't know how I can zoom in on this. Nope, I didn't save it to the computer. That would be too smart. Alright, hang on just a second. We'll save the gauntlets for later. We'll go back to the sleeves. So big part of sleeve is orange. The little part is yellow. What is up, Exodus? How you doing? How are you doing, dude? Clean my brushes after this. So we got back from seeing a college for my brother. We had Buc-ee's, great place. Nice. I love Buc-ee's. I don't have one near me, but I drove through Kentucky and Tennessee for a wedding. Drove through Kentucky to Tennessee for a wedding and had to stop by Buc-ee's. But I mean, they have like 200 gas pumps there. It's crazy how big of an operation they're running. Their brisket sandwiches are amazing. Oh, I love brisket. Haven't had brisket in a long time. Have to avoid the red meats. Oh, you're fine. I've had brisket. I love brisket. You're not hurting my feelings by bringing up how good brisket is. Even though I can't eat it anymore, I will talk about how great it is. It's not like I'm vegan where it's like, oh God, I can't believe you're talking about eating meat. I just have stomach problems. I'm not going to lecture you on eating brisket while I have stomach problems. It's wholly on me and my genetics. In fact, everyone out there should eat brisket. Do it because I can't. Just bite into that delicious sandwich and be like, this is for Will. He would want to eat this. Especially if you have a barbecue place that has the sweet and smoky style barbecue sauce. Yeah, far fallen brother. Or, you know what? Because I can't do spicy, just combo it. Do brisket with a spicy barbecue. Got the Buc-ee's seasoning. Can't wait to use it on my food. Oh, what's in their seasoning? I love seasoning spice mixes, seasoning mixes. There's a place called Penzies I get a lot of spice mixes from. And their stuff's always good. They have a Chicago seasoning mix that I put on pretty much everything. Fish, chicken. You know, the only two meats I can eat. Why chugging Reaper pepper sauce in Will's That's those are words that have probably never been put together in a sentence before. Until tonight. Everyone, we've the honor of reading that sentence together. Or hearing it, since I read it out loud. How's the doggo? Rocky's doing good. I need to call the vet in the morning though, because this poor guy has a weird bump growing out of his head. Am I getting the Scott Pilgrim game? I haven't read the Scott Pilgrim comics or seen the movie. I don't know if I'd like it, so no, game's not on my radar. The only thing that's on my radar right now is Car Park Tycoon, I think it's called. It's from Microprose, which is one of my favorite studios. But you, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you just develop and run a car park and people pay you parking admission. I thought it looked fun. It has like old school Roller Coaster Tycoon graphics, so it's got like a nostalgia hit that way. And then just like, you know, an interesting, not that interesting of a concept, but like a funny concept. Can you kill people like in Roller Coaster Tycoon? You know, I'm not sure. It got announced, it's on my radar, and it has no release date, so all I have is the trailer. It does look cool now that I turned the pink into orange, finally. They got Cajun brisket, I think there's a barbecue mix and some other stuff, but I got the Cajun brisket and steak seasoning, like $2 a pop. Yeah, that's pretty good prices, depending on how big of a canister you got, but that's cool. I buy steak seasoning and I just put it on chicken. It does work. Chicken's pretty versatile and can take a lot of flavors. I've been kind of doing one-pot dinners, though. Well, it's almost one pot. I cook my rice in a separate pot, but I cook my chicken and veggies in just the same pan. Chicken first, get it mostly cooked. Chicken out, veggies in the chicken juices. And when the veggies are almost fully cooked, throw the chicken back in, bring it all up to temp. Put in my sauce, and then it's done. I put it over rice. Pretty easy and minimal cleanup. And it tastes good. Anything to keep me from ordering DoorDash. I have to start saving money, so DoorDash was the first to go. That is way too much money. You spent a lot of money this weekend? Did you go somewhere cool or do something cool? Or are you just that enamored with Buc-ee's that you just spent all your money at Buc-ee's? Hey, what's up, Reggie? How are you doing? How you doing? I'd rather go to Wawa. Wawa's nice. I've been to both. Wawa's okay, but I mean, like, Buc-ee's is like a gas station mecca. It's got everything. Never been to a Buc-ee's. I keep thinking of Buc-ee from Marvel Rivals, not the store. Yeah, we're talking about Winter Soldier. Ate out a few times, got some clothes, and spent money on souvenirs from Buc-ee's. Gotcha. Yeah, eating out can be expensive. Which is why when my grandma called and said, hey, would you like to go to dinner? I was like, yep. Yes, I will take a free dinner, Grandma. The other thing I need to start doing is I need to start taking more customers out to lunch, because then my company will pay for it. Buchanan Barnes has his own gas station? I don't know who that is. Smart. Well, yeah, that's also doing my job. You know, the whole salesman, relationship building. Two birds with one stone. Paint inside the... I heard Amaranth has a bunch of gas stations? Really? I mean, you gotta put your money somewhere. Oh, Bucky Barnes is Winter Soldier. Thank you. When you have it spelled out as Buchanan Barnes, it completely just short-circuited my brain. Oh my god. All right, now I'm more excited looking at this project and seeing the pink covered up with the real colors. We're getting there, guys. Even if I don't stream it, I'm going to try to paint at least 10 minutes a day. Just sit down, just get one color put on one piece, if that's all it takes. So I can get back into the swing of it. I don't know what it is. It's like writer's block in a way. I just look at everything primed white, or in this case, it's just had the pink base layer, and I just go, But it's not that bad once you get going. So just got to get past whatever mental block I'm having. Or blocks. Hate my brain. Okay. That orange looks a little streaky, so we'll put more orange on her belt. Have I tried Tai Chi? Nope. My sister was telling me I should probably do acupuncture, though. She was in a car accident last year and had a minor fracture of her spine. She's healed now, but she's like, I was apprehensive about acupuncture at first, but it helped me relax so much. Still, that's crazy. I think she's gonna get a really fat lawsuit. Minor spine fracture? Yeah, it was like a hairline fracture in one of her vertebrae or something. She's not paralyzed or anything, but I mean, it was... still pretty gnarly. Yeah, my poor sister... She had to put her pet down like the day before. Then she gets rear-ended so hard her car totals, and she breaks her back. And then the next weekend was her wedding. So she couldn't even dance at her wedding because of the injury she sustained. So, needless to say, her pain and suffering is well documented. Cursed bloodline, yeah. It was a very bad... Well, I mean, the wedding was really nice, so I don't want to say it was a very bad week. Hopefully she liked her wedding. But yeah, it was a really... When you line them up like that, it was really unfortunate. Man, you just don't know who's driving out there. Who's not paying attention to where they're going and what they're doing, and or they're more interested in their phone than driving. I was thinking about it. I don't know why my car doesn't have a dash cam Sounded like her whole life started off on the bad foot, being bored as my sibling. Yeah. Thanks, darn sig. Actually, a little bit of deep Will lore. So when I was a baby, toddler, whatever, you know how kids start talking kind of like around 2? I think it's 2 they start saying their first word. So I come along and I'm developing at a normal pace, or so they say, and you know, I say my first couple words or whatever, and then I got real quiet. And then my sister, she didn't have a first word. She had a first sentence. Oh, no, okay, I got it in reverse. I started talking, you know, baby words here and there or whatever. Then my sister was born. Then she started speaking in complete sentences. And I stopped talking. And my parents were like, oh, something's wrong with Will. We gotta get him checked out. I thought you were gonna say first slur. No. I've been watching Call of Duty lobby compilations. I almost just did this with my paintbrush. That would be goofy. I have a family friend that's in my supply chain management class. Forgot she was going to the same college. Oh, cool. Man, if I knew what was out there now when I was going to school, supply chain management sounds... does sound really interesting. But I was all in on computer science, and when I found out computer science wasn't what I thought it was going to be, I had no plan B, and I had no interest in anything beyond computers. But now that I'm older, I have much different interests. Your son will regain his ability to speak, however will he become a weeb. That's kind of how it is. It was like, oh yeah, Mrs. Will the Alchemist's mom, he's totally fine. He's just a little autistic. I guess it's the same thing. Growing up and becoming a weeb, being a little autistic. Same, you know, splitting hairs, right? There's a lot of Excel work. Excel's fine. I think you can do some really cool things in Excel. I say as I have like a profit and loss spreadsheet for my Etsy store. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your son's gonna be an engineer. No, one of my grandfathers was an engineer, so that would have been fine. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your son is gonna be the guy. It's the guy. I'm watching his Twitch. Yeah, that was early 90s, though. That had to have been just as they were started diagnosing kids with that. Sorry, I think Rocky might be asleep. Wherever he is. I had like a weird chunk in my paint. That was really strange. So we're gonna need to start painting some yellow over this pink on our sleeves. I have like one hair sticking off the brush. That's driving me nuts. Just go in line with all the other brush hairs. Headbutt my microphone. I should look into getting an airbrush. Probably make this go quicker and smoother. Alright, that's all I can do for that. Make sure it's not too much paint. That takes care of that. Alright, how's the leg? Oh! Knocked everything over. Leg is almost completely smooth. Probably just like one more layer on that. Her thigh piece is almost there too. Excuse me. Just having hiccups, that's awesome. Always great to get hiccups when you're streaming. Let's put one more layer of skin color down. That might be all the time I have for tonight. Keep it thin so that we don't see brush strokes in the final. Okay. I just gotta try to do them in alternating directions so that way the paintbrush strokes kind of cover each other up. But doing stuff like this would be way easier with an airbrush. Yeah, it'd be interesting if they put the Command and Conquer song or StarCraft on here, because we did get Nintendo 64 releases of both of those games. Yeah, act on the instinct. Such a good song. I still listen to it this day. That and Mechanical Man. I think it was officially called Target, but my brothers and I always just call it Mechanical Man. That song is the first in-game song you hear, regardless of which side you choose. Wait, does it play Act on Instinct if you pick the Brotherhood of Nod on their first mission? I always associate it with the GDI mission one. I'm looking it up right now.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, no, it does play for Nod Mission 1. You're right. I hated Nod. I always played as a GDI. I don't like being the bad guys. Plus, I thought GDI's tanks were better. Alright, guys, sorry for the short stream. but I can't put any more paint down. I mean, couple pieces maybe, but everything else has at least one layer of paint on it that needs to dry before I can work on it again. So we'll stop here for tonight. Trying to get back into the swing of things. But I should be back Tuesday. This week is going to be pretty chill for me. No traveling as far as I know. No training. So it should be normal. Oh, no doctor's visits. So no procedures, nothing crazy. So I should be able to stream a bit more regularly this week. Next time will be post-processing, a couple of prints. I have 2 Narissas and an ERB that need to be sanded so that way I can pack them. But before I pack them, I'm going to take pictures of them so they look nice and pretty, and then I can add listings on the Etsy store for them. But that's going to be the plan, is to do some spot curing, some sanding, some cleanup, make the models look nice and good, and get them ready to ship by the end of the week. But thank you guys so much for spending your Sunday night with me. Hope you guys had fun. It was nice catching up and hearing from everyone again. Yeah, I'll try to see you guys Tuesday. Keep it black and on track. You too, Reggie. Stay dangerous. Have a great night. All that good stuff. Hopefully your guys' Monday is great and easy. Work and school treats you well. And yeah, that's all I got. Let's find a couple people to raid. Da-dee-da. Redirect. Did we watch Maury play Resident Evil Requiem? Oh, she started 5 hours ago. Who knows how long? All right, I don't know if she'll still be playing. Oh, we were talking about Fire Red earlier. Kaz is playing a Nuzlocke. He started 3 hours ago. I need more friends who stream late so I can raid into them. Inochi, what is he playing? Sonic Frontiers. He started an hour ago. There we go. There's a stream. All right, you guys go say hi to Inochi if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch. I'm probably just gonna raid you guys into Dingus. Oh, Claudia Monetta's back to streaming. Wow. Oh wait, no, we'll raid Ann. Ann's playing Persona. Wait, no, I need to raid Dingus. Dingus is doing his partner push, so we'll raid Dingus. __ Dingus. We got to do the Dingus partner push. We got to push that Dingus. How many times can I say Dingus? All right. He's playing Pokemon Fire Red as well. So either way, you guys are going to... Oh, wait, no. Inochi's playing Sonic. Never mind. We weren't raiding Kaz. All right, cool. Have fun. Stick around. Watch some other streamers. Or enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. All right, there's the Twitch audience gone. And, oh, hang on. I got to share my 15-month resub. Oh, and crack my knuckles. Yeah, that probably sounded great. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Make good decisions. All that great stuff.